Well, Jared, it was good talking to you. We'll have to do this again.
Yeah, so we'll have to sit down in front of the microphone again.
It's time to rant! Rantpage!
What up, man? This is Jarcy. Thanks for hanging out with me. I got a guest with me.
Oh yeah, how you doing?
Good. This man here is the king of caricatures. The king of cartoons. That's what it is.
I'm the king of cartoons. That's right. That's right. I started doing this way too long ago.
Tell us your journey, Jerry.
Well, I started when I was 16 years old at Hershey Park. I started drawing caricatures professionally as a high school student. I wasn't exactly a professional yet, but I learned as I went. And you and me had already met by that time.
Yeah, we've known. I've known old Jerry here since ninth grade.
Fond memories of trying to get you to start drawing caricatures when we were in high school, and you I think one time you even said, "I don't draw cartoons. I do illustrations or something like that."
I was like, I draw real shit. I thought I drew, and when I go back to my portfolio and look at that shit now, I've got better structure now because of doing caricatures.
Well, you still drew cartoons sometimes. That's why I thought it was funny.
Yeah.
You did draw cartoons. You just didn't want to call them that. You didn't want to work at Hershey Park.
Cartoons are for bitches. So. I don't even know what the hell my problem was because I love cartoons now and I don't like portraits now.
That was funny. But you started eventually. You got into it.
Yeah.
You did it.
It was all it took was a turn for rockiness in my relationship and a camping trip.
Yes.
And I was broke because I lost my job.
Yep. That warehouse shit.
I was going to do that till I died. That shit was ripping me. I was eating.
I felt the need to rescue you.
My friend, I had to eat. I was going through bottles of like Tylenol every week.
You were in that much pain?
Yes. My joints hurt. I did that shit for 4 fucking years straight. I moved furniture for a long time, and my body never hurt like that every day. It only hurt like that when we had a big move. And then my joints would hurt.
The warehouse work was worse.
But it was fun moving furniture. The only issue I had with moving furniture is I couldn't make a living off it. I was driving truck for those fuckers and was only making $9.50 an hour. That was a raise to start driving for them.
Yeah. That was rough.
So all you punk bitches out there that are complaining about your wage, minimum wage is too low now, like just remember that. I had to fucking move furniture and drive a truck for fucking $9.50 an hour. I used to carry pianos, grand pianos. Well, not by myself obviously, but
things were getting expensive back then. $9.50 an hour was still shitty back then.
Shit.
I got paid $11.50 an hour to be a temp at the Coors plant, and I was like brand new. Of course, that was in Denver.
That was in Denver. When was that?
2006.
Oh yeah. And then you delivered pizza. I remember that.
I delivered pizza for quite a while, yeah, before I really got serious about caricatures.
So when you started doing caricatures, because most people don't know, like especially how we live our lives. Yeah. We do it in the fair business. You started as a theme park guy.
Yes. I worked at Hershey Park in Pennsylvania. I was there for 5 summers.
You guys were making a killing then. That's when they were paying everybody good.
We were paid well back then. I was given a 25% commission to start. And I think by the time I left, it was 29 or 30%.
That's pretty good.
It's very good for a theme park.
Like, what was your weekly... Like, how much, on average, did you bring home a week?
It's hard to pinpoint an average. I can tell you my best checks for a 2-week period were $2,000 when I was like 17, 18 years old.
Damn, bro. I didn't... I went into Hershey Park late. I did not make that. But,
no, that was all a ripoff a few years after I left.
Oh, you know what? I don't know if I could say Hershey Park, but I did. I just said it twice.
I think you can say Hershey Park.
I'm going to fucking say Hershey Park.
I don't believe you can't.
Bro,
Can't say
did you
Hershey Park.
see Robo Disney?
No. What is Robo Disney?
They made a robot Disney for a ride, and it's like an animatronic that looks like a real person. Dude, they're fucking us
Robo
up with
Walt
the
Disney.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
They're
okay.
fucking us
I
up with the
wasn't sure what you were
robots, but
talking
they're
about.
fucking us. They're fucking us. They're fucking us with the goddamn robots, man.
They are fucking us with the robots. They're
Look,
gonna replace us
let me
with
tell you
fucking
what.
robots.
When I watch this video,
They're actively working toward this.
him talking and the facial expressions look pretty damn real. He even looked like he moved his hand back and shit. Like, some of it was kind of clunky, but the part that scared me to death was the part where he just leans back on the table and then it was like,
I didn't
we're
watch it all the
doomed!
way
Kill
through.
it with fire!
I
You
didn't
gotta
watch
kill
it
that
all the way
fucking thing!
through. Okay, I have to see this again.
Bro, and then they're building robots. They're teaching these AI robots to do fucking kung fu, bro.
Yeah, they're building something.
What
that can
are
run
they doing?
faster than us? Whole lot faster.
When they
than
start
we can.
sweeping the leg, we're fucked. That's how the Karate Kid won. You can't fuck around with that.
Yep. Yeah, there's not much you can do to defend that.
But anyways, I went off on a tangent again. That's what I do.
Well, I think that's the purpose of all of this, is to go on
Yes.
tangents. That's how we do it.
So, what? Tell me, because you know what? I don't even remember if I know this story. But tell me how you transitioned from the theme park into fairs for the first time.
It wasn't a direct thing. I left. I really wandered around. I mean, I lived in trees. I was part of the environmental movement for a while.
You're on the Ollie G show.
I was on the Ollie G show. Yeah, that happened when I was 19.
What do they call you on the Ollie G show? In that one?
Crosshopper.
Yeah.
I went back a few times. I spent a total of 9 months doing the tree thing, and I worked some odd jobs. I was a landscaper for a little while. I lived with friends. I just kind of bummed around for those. I don't know, those few years.
And for the record, these people that were the people he was living with in those trees, we're talking about the redwoods in California. They were gonna cut them down,
Yes.
and these people actually
large
saved
redwoods.
those trees.
We did. They're still standing. Nearly all of them are still standing.
It's pretty dope.
But when I was 23, that's when I got into the fairs. That's when I first did the fairs. And I did that because of Tim Reed. Tim hired me and trained me at Hershey Park. And he brought me in on the South Florida Fair.
And then, what was your reaction? When you finished the South Florida Fair, like, how did you know this is how you want to continue doing stuff like this?
Well, it was great money, and it was a lot of fun.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it.
that was my reaction when you got me to finally do it. What's going on?
I'm going to go to the bathroom.
Oh, go thing. You gotta tell me. So yeah, when you got me into the fair business finally, I remember we went to the camping trip.
We went to the Big Rocks.
Went to the Big Rocks.
Beautiful rock formation in outside Indiantown Gap in Pennsylvania. Very unique. Looks like a brontosaurus. It's like a wall of rock, but they're very oddly shaped. And it's actually a strange composite formation. So the entire wall of rock is like small, I don't know, 2-3 inch stones that are all fused into this giant. It looks like concrete, but it's a natural formation.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
The fairy stole my weed there.
There's a natural pyramid shape a hole built into it in the shape of a pyramid, where you can see 3 rocks kind of converged together over the years, pushed into place, and then they were exposed eventually.
They exposed themselves.
The mountain did. The mountain exposed them.
The mountain exposed itself. Pervert ass mountain. Anyways, and then I was like, I don't draw caricatures, and then you forced me to draw a caricature of you.
I pulled out my sketchbook and I was like, just draw me, and it was a perfectly accurate.
It was shit.
Funny. I mean, it
But
wasn't
you're
like
you could sell this.
It wasn't a clean retail caricature, but it was very good for a starter rough sketch. It was great. It was absolutely sellable. There was 100% a sellable caricature.
That's funny.
You took to it very quickly. You learned it quicker than I did.
Those were good. Those were the times.
Those were good days. We went all over. Driving down to Miami.
We drove all the way
In
to
a
fucking
Toyota Corolla.
California.
I put a roof rack on my Toyota Corolla, and we loaded a giant wooden cabinet on top of it.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Looked like what do you think that looked like? It looked like Beverly
I
Hillbillies.
don't know. We didn't get pulled over somehow. No, just one item, but it was
Massive,
really large. It was about the height of the car, so the car's height was basically double. Toyota Corollas are pretty damn small. They're pretty low to the ground.
Man, I've been all over the fucking country because of this, because of you bringing me into this. Like, I've seen the Grand Canyon. I've seen what's that fancy fucking place that Romeo and Juliet was filmed in California, where all the junkies hang out,
Venice?
skateboarding. Yeah,
Venice.
Venice. Yeah,
Yes.
fucking weird ass place.
Good old Venice.
I remember vividly the first time we went to L.A. We drove from wherever, I forget where we drove from, but it was like across the country to get to L.A. And I knew it was in L.A. because we got out of the car at a McDonald's and I bumped into somebody that was I thought it was a woman. I bumped into a woman. And then she turned, I was like, sorry. And she's like, it's all right. And it was like a deep, deep man voice. And I just stopped like,
out of a movie.
God damn, we're in LA. All right.
Welcome to LA. Welcome to La La Land.
Which
Welcome
is
to
quite all
California.
right. Which is quite all right. We dig you. We love you, LGBTQs, because you're very interesting. I can't stop writing stories about you, and I love drawing you guys in couple sketches. And can I get my Academy Award now?
Here's to the queen. Well, I thought that was the acceptable terminology.
It is. It's one of it's LGBTQ. The no commitment group.
The superfluous rainbow.
But anyways,
I don't know if that's the right word. I can't think of the word I was looking for.
so I want to talk to you since we both me and you have been in this industry for a long time. You longer. You've been in it since I was in what? You've been in
I
it
was
since
16.
ninth
We were
grade.
sophomores.
Yeah.
No. This would have been junior year that I started.
Tell
Or
me.
no, sophomore year. It was sophomore year.
I have this thing with. I get really annoyed with artists that get too full of themselves. I call them rock stars because that's what they act like.
I've seen this phenomenon, in fact. I think I am aware of what you're talking about.
Tell me a story of a rock star on your end.
Well, the first one that comes to mind, and I wasn't even there for it, but it was a story that I remembered for years, that the guy almost getting into a fight with World's Greatest Dad.
Oh, I was just thinking that was and
That's the
you're.
most-
I can't say the
Things
names.
went
That's
pretty
right.
smoothly when I
Damn,
was
that was
there.
close. I
I
almost
was
said the
fond
name.
of everybody, and I definitely gave people the freedom to do as they wished when I was running the California Boys. But the stories I've heard didn't always paint the greatest customer service portrait.
Yeah, this dude got it was kind of a rejection. The dude just, like, the dude we're talking about draws really kid-like. It's the best way I can describe it. It's like a
I
kid-like.
wouldn't really know how to describe his drawings.
Yeah, it's a roast. He roasts people with his drawings, but they look like kid drawings.
There's a little bit of an anime influence.
Yeah. But he's real, like, I'm cool as fuck. Like,
Anime is not the right word, but it looks like some Japanese cartoons I've seen.
So I watched him. He get a rejection from this big dude that has a shirt on that says "World's Greatest Dad" or whatever, and he was like just sitting there with his back up against the wall, real cocky like, and just like, maybe it's you. Maybe there's something wrong with you in your eyes. Like this looks just like you. And he was like, what? The World's Greatest Dad was ready to fight this dude, and he was like, look, the dude, the artist, because I can't say the name, but the artist is like noodle. He's like a noodle. He's like a real skinny dude, and this guy was not muscular, but he was big. He was bigger than me, and he was fat.
I was not there for this. I didn't
Yeah.
see it.
And I was all like,
But I heard the story for years.
bro, you can't be talking to people like that. That's some fucked up shit. He's like, well, I forget what he said. Actually, I don't want to misquote him, but it was a real cocky attitude about it. But it was so cocky that he didn't realize, he doesn't see himself as being cocky. He saw himself as being right, and that's the thing that frustrates me the most, is that you are being a celebrity, and it's fucking annoying because you are not a celebrity. You're just a regular. When you're working at a fair, I don't care what you think you are. You're a carny. I'm a carny. We're all fucking carnies.
Ultimately, we're all carnies.
We're employees.
We're all traveling artists drawing cartoons at fairs.
You're not a step above anybody, and just because they didn't like your sketch, that doesn't give you the right to fucking like damn near get into a fight with the guy over stupid shit.
No, I no longer argue with anyone over rejects.
I remember this guy. When I was younger in the caricature world, I heard so much about this one artist. He's world renowned, wins all kinds of nosies, which is like a trophy for.
It's the caricature Emmy.
Yeah. What do they say in Waiting? It's like being the coolest guy with Down syndrome. So,
yes,
anyways,
there is kind of a.
Well, he's this trophy winner, and I really liked his art. I still like his art. I think he's very good, but I just don't like the nose in the air type fucking thing he does. Like, this one time we all went out to eat at that diner in Georgia that was on the Eden Travel show or whatever, is world famous.
Tell you.
Marietta Diner. We went to the Marietta Diner, which has a massive menu because they're like it's like the best diner in the world type thing. Okay. And everyone is sitting, and they got this huge menu, and the nice waiter comes over, really cool, calm dude, and we're all giving our orders, and it comes down to King Shit Artist. I'm not gonna say his name, just King Shit Artist. And he's like, what would you like, sir? And he looks up, closes the menu and looks up at him and goes, I would like tuna. And he's like, I'm sorry, would you mean tuna salad? Like, what do you mean? And he's like, he goes like this. He's like, I want you to go in the back. I want you to open a can of tuna. I want you to put it on my plate, and I want you to serve it to me. And he just looked at him like, what? Like, and then I'm looking at him like, why are you being a fucking dick? You're ordering something. You are ordering something dumb.
And asks for just some tuna.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a piece of lettuce, right? The dish, whatever the fuck it is, it's like lettuce and then tuna plopped on top of it.
I don't know. He just said he wants tuna, and then he like elaborated it for him. Like he was stupid.
Yeah, and I wasn't there for this, but I've heard the story many times. Yeah, he elaborated like a total dick.
And then I watched him when we were at the stand. I watched him. We were working for a dude, and the dude that ran the caricature booth had beef with one of King Shit Artist's friends, and he shows up to our booth as a guest, and he sits down to one of his artists that he really likes, that they're friendly with, and while he was getting drawn, he was talking shit about how cool the dude that the guy who ran the stand did not like out loud to start shit with him. And it really ruined my, like, I was so excited about meeting this guy, and then in like a week's time, I'm like, I don't fucking like this dude. This was my first realization what this community really is all about. You'll know it when you go to the caricature convention, which is called ISCA, and you'll see it everywhere. Like, and I watched them all do, like, it was 3 a.m, and I watched them all do this hippie dance together. And King Shit Artist sitting in the middle and doing like a fucking, I don't know. I hope they were on shrooms, because if they were doing that shit sober, it was super weird. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't know what the hell that was.
Oh, and at that convention, this is years later after I first ran into this dude. At that convention, I was a sponsor for the convention, but I keep it low key. King Shit Artist saw me walk by, and he goes like this to me. He goes, "You're just gonna walk by and not say hi?" And I stopped and was like, "Oh, well, you were busy. I didn't want to disturb you." And he goes, "Who are you? What's your name?" I'm like, "What?" And he looked at my name tag and goes, "Jeff." I don't know a Jeff. And I'm like, "All right, whatever." And I walked away from that. A couple days later, he comes up to me, and he's like treating me like really nice. Like, "Hey, Jeff. Hey, how you doing? I really liked your wall. Oh, you drew a Starship Troopers character. I love Starship Troopers." And I'm looking at this dude like, this dude just was a complete dick to me just a couple days ago. What the fuck? He must have found out that I was a sponsor.
Your name was up on the banner. Your business name was, you're the boss.
But this is the issue I have with these people. Like, they're two-faced. They fucking... I'll go on and on. I got so many stories about the people I met that I thought were cool, and then they ended up like they either start gossip behind your back, or they do something.
There is a bizarre, cliquey celebrity worship culture within this organized caricature world. I think we can both agree on
well,
that.
it's in art. It's in the arts in general. I've seen it when I did a year trying to be a tattoo artist, and I was doing tattoo conventions and stuff, and I saw it in the tattoo convention too. It's just real. These people just have this stink about them. Like, they think they are rock stars. It's the best way I can describe it. And some of them... You know what? What's interesting about it is that when you do meet the people that really are rock stars, they seem more humble.
Yes, they're nicer and more humble. Absolutely.
Like, you guys are struggling because you're kind of nerds, and you finally found some success in life, and you're just trying to rub it in everybody's face. Like, "That's for giving me a wedgie." Like, fuck off, dude.
I am the king shit now.
But yeah, that's all I got to say about that. I keep running into that
And
line.
that's all I have to say about that.
Well, Jarrett, it was good talking to you. We'll have to do this again.
Yeah, so we'll have to sit down in front of the microphone again.
Is there anything you want to plug besides your butthole?
No, that's it. Just my butthole.
Thanks for listening, everybody.
Good
Peace.
night.